There we go. Sorry. Could have sworn I hit unmute, but thank you for tuning into this Wednesday's Cozy Grove stream. As I was saying, I just got the duck nest last time, but I think that with the end of the spring event, the ducks are no longer in the game, which is sad. Hey, really OP, how are you doing tonight? It's been a while. How have you been? Yes, it has been a while. Yeah. Doing all right. Well, I'm glad. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I know I've been kind of consistent. I'm doing all right. Doing all right. We had a bit of an incident in my house a couple weeks ago. Our downstairs toilet. Why can't I pet this dang deer? This deer right here. Next select. Next select. Next select. Our downstairs toilet, the piece that connects like the water to the tank, the little hose, busted, and so it damaged a lot of our downstairs carpeting. So I spent a lot of time trying to get that all straightened out, and it looks like our claim with the insurance has gone through. Everything at work's been crazy, so you know, I'm just kind of hanging tough, you know. Sometimes that's all we can do. I'm not gonna beat around the bush, friend. The farm's in trouble today. I was turning over the old pile of blankets and a pickle of jars when I saw imps. I'd venture a guess that you know what that portends. That can't be good. Those imps are both coveters, always thirsty for a drink from someone else's well, are born coveters. Wow. Sounds a little racist. They'll pick so many holes in my collection that the sun will shine right through. What can I do to help? Now, you know me, I favor the carrot over the stick, but maybe enough imp food could lure them somewhere else. Oh. I had that last stream. Oh, here we go. Alright, so we have a duck in there. Ah. But that's been situated. Work's been stressful. I mean, whose work isn't stressful? Oh, my tool broke. Bless America. Okay. Oh, but a free incense. Oh, nice. So, I really hope what have you been up to lately? I have noticed on your Discord a lot of the 10 hardwood, okay. A lot of like the movies that you've been doing, and every time I get on, I think, oh, I need to join the Discord stream and check out what movie they're playing. Whenever I go to do that, it's like 1 a.m. I'm just like, oh, I'm so tired. Clockwork is tricky, you see. It requires special gears, and unfortunately, they need to build They need to be built by human hands. I'd share the recipe with you and add a few more finishing pieces I'll need for the list. Thanks for all your help, maker buddy. This is going to be our best work ever. One ornate... Oh. Happy imp. Happy imp. Okay, I can recycle joyous and get happy. Yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah. Yeah, see? I've been reading those silent oaks and pines and realized something important. The forest is much too quiet. Just because I'm dead doesn't mean the woods should feel like a tomb. I'd love to hear some old-fashioned forest noises. Maybe some bird songs. Francesca, you do not delight me tonight. I'm gonna check my mailbox. There comes an unpleasant surprise. I know it's my duty to pass on sorrow in raising children. You care for them, feed them, and teach them. Fill your days. Okay. And I'm of course talking about the spring ducklings. They migrate, you see, which is the circle of seasons. If you are kind, you may be lucky enough to receive a short letter. Okay. Quack, quack, quack. Truly yours, quack. Ah. Okay. Oh. Your present. Discard. Discard. Oh, hey, Doctor. How are you doing tonight? How was your stream earlier today? Assistant, I had a perfect idea. I'm going to put a suggestion box for my constituents. So fun. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. You look like you were gearing up for a very fun stream. Oh, which actually reminds me, thank you to the new follow, Frank the Tank. I don't know what the rest of that, it cuts off up there, but thank you for the new follow. I believe, saw him in your Discord channel there, Doctor. I appreciate it. That way, when they tell me how they appreciate everything I do for this town, I think it'll be therapeutic, don't you? What could possibly go wrong? Oh, sorry, Assistant. It was a rhetorical question. But if you have any further thoughts on my plan, you're welcome to leave a note in the box. Once I figure out where to put it, of course. Okay. That's all I had to do, huh? That's all I had to do. When you're dead, you've got a lot of time in the world to reflect on your actions. I love the way we hop in this game. Oh yeah. It is cute. I really do like the cute animation of whenever you and I believe when you mean when we hop in this game, but when you successfully like farm or get anything, all the creatures are just like, yay! They like all do a happy dance for you. It's pretty good. Yeah. It's a blessing and a curse when you barely remember who you were in the past. Did I die with any regrets? Like friendships that I let fall apart or promises I didn't keep? Everyone is so happy. Yeah. It's definitely like a nice morale boost, you know, from the day-to-day world where it's like, feels like everyone's always so upset. Everyone's so happy here. And all it take was for everyone just to be dead. Some uncomfortable realizations there. No, but it is really cute. I feel I can feel another photo out there calling to me. Maybe that will have some answers. I don't think it will. Look by a boat behind something. I can't farm that. Do I have a new recipe here? I have so many recipes. How are you doing? I was gossiping with one of the regulars the other day, and I heard the exciting tidbit. Mario+Rabbids, one of the most celebrated restaurant critics, passing through Cozy Grove recently. She keeps a low profile, even for a ghost, but I think I saw her in my grand reopening. She tried a few small bites and spit them out, like she was doing a wine tasting. I had no idea that food critics ate. Fascinating, isn't it? That's how food critics ate. I can't wait to read her review. Ooh. I don't think it's gonna be a good review. I can't listen. Kid, be honest. Sometimes you think of yourself, is this a wacky venture going to crash and burn? Clyde, you read my mind. Nah, just a wolf who can smell skepticism. So pay attention, and here's where it all comes together. Phase 14B, the plan. The deep discount. Look at the sales in my store. It's impossible not to buy at these prices. Everything must go. Use your wolf coin to buy this from my store. Now, what? Everyone else's... These are all the things that we got for him, isn't it? We got all of the stuff for him, and now we're just paying to get it back from him. I want to buy clothes. Buy, sounds great. I want to buy something. Sounds great. Take my money. Buy now. Sounds great. Take my money. And we're giving them... I'll give it to the wolf. I'll give it to him. I'll give it to Clyde. He knows capitalism. You send your worker out to get the products. You then make your worker pay for those products. And then you have them give them back both the profit and the product so that you can turn around and scam somebody else. Marvelous. Marvelous. Oh yeah, look at these sales numbers. Let me check it against the Psychoplanner Industrial Index. Alrighty, we sold out, Kit. Do you know how long I've been waiting to one-up that smarmy fox? Luckily, my trophy guy just made me something to commemorate this occasion. Got this puppy made years ago, but today, I finally earned it. Oh! Alright. Finally one-upped that smarmy fox. Oh, is he talking about this giant statue that's right here? Rana Smith apple. Okay. Here we go. You won't trick me into trusting you that easy. Now, go away. Okay. Alright, I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, I'm upset that he's not trusting me, but, you know, I'll take it. Here's a log. Yummy. Only 15 more logs. Slam. Boo. Harvest. Next select. Harvest. 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 Oh, yeah. Man, after figuring out this next select just sends you up to the next tree. Oh. Get harvesting my trees a bajillion times easier. A bajillion times easier. Right, I need to... What's this? Golden egg. Oh, that's cute. There you go. Okay. Hi, sweetie. I got something big for you today. Take a look at this. I found it on a dive recently. It looks like a bit of ruins you can see around the island. This particular symbol is new to me, though. What symbol? You see these lines here? They look like they might be religious signals of some kind. Though, whatever this is, I'm not up to the task of studying it. Here, you're bound to run into someone who'll know what to make of this. Oh. Oh, a holy chalice. Turns to ash when exposed to flame. Okay. Here, hold on to this relic. And find someone that can decipher it for you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll make sure to do that. Ha, oh, wink. Throws it into a fire. Burns it into ash. That's what you meant, right? Right? Alright. Put stuff in my storage. I want to burn something. The fruit. I can burn all of the fruit, correct? I believe we discussed this my last time I was playing. Fruit is good to burn. Come on. Four toasted flour. I want to put stuff in my storage. Okay. Let's go. Oh, I want to buy something. Sounds great. I don't really know if I need that many eggs, but I feel like, granted, I have birds here, but I feel like there was a point in time where I needed so many eggs that I just couldn't get from my birds. So now, Okay, it said located by a boat behind something. Ah, there it is. Pick it up. Right. How are you doing today? Polymore. I did it again, didn't I? I overdid it. It happened the same way when I was alive. The sea so wide, I thought to myself, this boat practically steers itself, and all I have to do is stand here. That's the harm in the pint of grog now and again, or a few more. Okay. Okay. Let me see here. A broken tool. That's right. I need 10 hardwood. That's what I need the 10 hardwood for. Okay, I want to craft something. And I need the happy imp. She needs the birds. Hey, Mr. Fox. Great. 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 Okay. Let's turn this in so we can get some more light on this island. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Songs are different than sculpts and books, aren't they? I mean, they aren't meant to be permanent. You can feel them wash over you and then they're gone. Thank you, little bird spirits. You've brought me peace to my glade. Oh, we're gonna get very close to 4 full stars. We're gonna get pretty close. Ooh. Next time we might have a 4-star event going on here. Very excited. I'm very excited to see what happens when I get somebody to max stars. All right, there's a lot of nuts over here. Feed my red demon rabbit. Yes, feed it. Good. Good. All right. Let's go. Let's go turn in your quest, my dude. Oh, it seems like the opposite of regret. This is a wonderful moment. Just look at all those smiling children. What does this have to do with regret? I was helping these kids atone for something. Did it work? If so, did it fill the hole in my heart? I don't think it did. Looking at this photo doesn't bring me any satisfaction or peace. Maybe you're right. All of these photos all feel like I had a hand in them. But I just feel as unsettled and confused when I see them. I know there's an answer out there. There has to be. Well, I'm glad that it took us 3 stars, 3 hearts, and almost a photo of Clyde. Interesting. Helping children? Clyde, the scam wolf, was helping children? Interesting. Very interesting. You want a potato, eh? Interesting. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I will have to come back to this puzzle. I will have to come back to puzzle. Nope. 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 Harvest. 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 I do love harvesting my trees. That's so weird. Why didn't it? Ah, there we go. Okay. Harvest. Alright. Oh, you've never seen those bugs? The like little butterfly? Eh. I'll get you. Here we go. Ooh, a fan of butter. I'm so I've only ever played this game at night. So I would assume, dangerously assume, much like in like Animal Crossing, that there are like day bugs and night bugs. Possibly. Harvest. Anybody have any exciting summer plans as we're starting to get into the fun summer season? I don't particularly ever really like summer. I always find myself always very warm all the time, and I don't like it. So I always particularly like the winter time. It's nice and cold. And then like you can then get like that nice warm feeling of like blankets and stuff. But in the summertime, it's just like, it's gross, muggy, the sand's coarse, and it gets everywhere. Oh, do I have yet another log to give him? Oh, nice. Oh, nice. I want to burn something. Yeah. Oh, put stuff in my storage. What is it? Softwood, hardwood. Let's go plant. Let's go plant this apple tree with the rest of the apples. There we go. We had to move it closer to the decorations. Select next. Harvest. Softwood. Dang, 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 dang. I was really hoping that it was going to be hardwood. Paper lantern, you say? Okay. Let me see here. Yeah, I know what I need. I want to craft. Oh, I have 22 hardwood? Okay, yeah. What? You can't afford that. I want to craft something. Oh, no. I have 22 softwood to get the hardwood. Ah, there we go. Sounds great. Here we go. Master axe repaired. Alright, there we go. That's good. Oh, hey. Nice. I got a new badge. Alright. So, I need to get a gear. And the way to get a gear is to get happy spirit incense. Split. Ooh, okay. So I'm going to take my joyous spirit incense that I have, or spirit that I have, and then I'm going to recycle, and it's going to give me 2 happy. That was easier than finding an imp on the island, finding what they want. Craft. Sounds great. Here you go. Finding what they want, giving them the item. I want to craft something. Sounds good. Just take a joyous incense and break them apart. Okay, and there's your gear. And on a gear, if I could make this, you're as great a crafter as, if you can make this, you're as great a crafter as I've ever been. You know what? I think you're haunted maker buddy. I think you're haunted maker buddy. Haunted by the DIY spirit. Ha ha. Sorry, maker buddy. Someday I'll learn to craft a decent joke. I mean, it was good. I butchered it on delivery, but I think it was pretty good. Haunted by a DIY ghost. Heck yeah. Boy, that would be nice. I can picture it now. Coming this October, just when you thought it was safe to leave your house unattended. A couple moving into this dilapidated house. Oh, it's gonna be so hard to rebuild. Oh, I think we could try to do it. This one family will get more than they bargained for when they got this house. It's haunted by the spirit of a DIY crafter. They come home, some random ass shit around the house is just haphazardly thrown together. Honey, did you wire the lights with electric tape? No, I wouldn't have done that. We must have a DIY ghost. Oh, it's funnier in my head. I don't know. I have a friend that's electrician, and he always tells me how much he hates it when he has to go into like houses or anything where like people are DIYers, because he's like, I mean, you know, they don't go to school for it, you know, they don't have any formal training, so, you know, more power to you. Well, hey, for, you know, learning to do stuff on your own, but sometimes, you know, you haven't put, you know, 400 hours into doing a particular craft, and so the work's obviously not going to be as good as a professional, but like, and then it makes it harder for like the professional to come in, because then they basically have to undo the hours of work that the DIYer's done to then fix it and make sure that it's up to code, which I think it's just funny. But I just, the scene in my head is just, it's just too funny. Jimmy Wonder Bread, hey, welcome. Oh, that tired electrician friend, Godspeed, damn DIY people. Hey, how's it going, man? I was just talking about you, literally. I was just thinking about it. You're haunted by a DIY ghost. How horrible would that be? The flooring's coming up. It looks like they just it was laid improperly. Oh, I'm tired. Tired, but I had to drop by. Yeah, I heard you. Yeah. Good. Good, I'm glad I had you laughing. It's what I do. It's why I don't make any money doing this. It's how good my humor is. Have a good night. Thank you. Thanks for dropping by, man. Also, have a good luck, man. Stay safe on your job site tonight. All right. Do I have a mushroom? I feel like yeah. Oh, come on. There. What? How you gonna want my... Oh, whoa, hey, money. Money, money, money. How are you gonna want my mushroom? That didn't sound right. That didn't sound right. How are you gonna want a mushroom? I throw a mushroom to you. Yeah, okay. Now you act all happy. Yeah, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here, you ghost. You dang ghost. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Hearty stew. Nice. I'm at 22 of 30. So I can't give that guy the nut. Because if I give the guy the nut, then I will be one more shy of my goal. Okay. Do I need to talk to anybody else? Oh, I really need to farm up money. And I know fishing is the best way to do it, but I need to farm up money and sell stuff. So I can upgrade Mr. Fox's store here. And also upgrade my house to the highest upgrade.
Oh, great news, everyone.
Oh, Jimmy Wonderbread is now following. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Getting me one step closer to that 50. Almost to affiliate. It's still 12 away, but getting closer, closing in on it. All right. Great news, everyone. You know, I like that sound bit too much to change it, but it is startling to me sometimes to hear that and be like, what's happening? Professor Farnsworth, is it in this game? Why is he talking to me? All right, sell the coin. Alright, I want to sell some stuff. Wow! That sold for a lot of money. Okay. Alright, I want to burn something. Burn, baby, burn. Burn. Oh, sounds great. There you go. Toasted nut flour. Gunderson nuts. There. Nuts so good. And we're gonna just empty everything out of our inventory. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, I see a nice little butthole over here that we can dig up. Oh, there was money in that butthole. I don't know what's happening tonight. I think I've lost control over myself. Whoa, that was huge. Large iron ore. Okay. Okay. Ah, that's yes. Heck yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, one more nut. A walnut. Oh, something else I saw recently. I mean, I guess it's not really new news, but like, anybody see the new trailers for what was that? Stranger Things? I watched the first 3 seasons of it. A pretty good show, but I don't know if it's worth getting back into Netflix for it, you know, to watch the 4th season. The stories are pretty good, the characters are pretty good, but like, I didn't really think that it needed a 2nd season, let alone a 3rd season. I felt like the way it ended the 1st season, I was like, yeah, you know, spoiler alert for a show that's, you know, it's on its 3rd season. It's been out for several years, and it's been a huge cultural touchstone for a while. But like, it ends when it ends with the character throwing up in the sink, the 1st season. I was like, okay, yeah. I mean, granted, that's like a cliffhanger type of deal, but I feel like it shows you that, like, you know, strange things are still gonna happen. You know, maybe, you know, you can kind of like write your own head canon about what happens, but like, man, am I just really bad at skipping stones in this game? There we go. I know. I thought it was kind of silly that it needed a 2nd season. Getting to see more of 11 become more of like a human is pretty cool. Get to see her and like Hopper's relationships, pretty cool. But like, I don't know. I think that 1st season was just really good. It was a very strong 1st season, and I remember I watched that all in one sitting, and like, the intro to that show is so long. I mean, I guess it's not really very long, but I would always remember when the next episode would start, it would play, you know, right before the title sequence, it would play like this, like, episode hook where, you know, event would happen and then you're invested for that episode. And every single time when I was marathoning it, it would like roll the intro credits, and I would think that it was the end credits, and I was just like, oh my god, this episode's gone already? That was so short. And then I was like, oh no, you idiot, that's just the title sequence. We just started the dang show. Alright, here we go. We got a little bit of a flame. I don't know if anyone ever had any of that issues, or if that's just a me thing. It's probably just a me thing, but like, here we go. Yeah. Okay. So that is the last of the whatchamacallits. Okay. So I'm at 23, and we have 24, 25. I'm at 25 of 30 nuts. This is so upsetty spaghetti. If I had saved, if I had made 2 batches of 20 peas, I would have had enough nuts to complete this. Toasted nuts, I've been like, ah, yeah, I got my toasted nuts. Let me see here. I guess I should do more of these skipping stone things, because Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Yeah, give me money. Oh, no. All right. Let's have a look around. And once again, as per always, if you see a pile of leaves, a butthole, or a diggable pile of bones, don't keep it to yourself. Make sure you point at the screen and say, there it is. Look right there. Yeah. Oh, well, see. Look, thank you guys. I appreciate that. You helped me find that pile of leaves. Oh, you guys helped me find another pile of leaves. Great. Okay. Let's go ahead and burn some stuff. I want to burn something. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Yeah, burn all sounds great. Here you go. Put stuff in my storage. I won't put all this in my storage. Okay. Slowly but surely, we are making the progress. Making the progress. All right. I saw somewhere on the... Oh my goodness. It is a tool finder. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. I was going to say, I saw something on the subreddit where you can interact with this. And this satellite dish isn't just like a piece of scenery. Oh. Sorry if you can hear my gulping sounds. I'm trying a new sound condenser, sound canceling thing, and I was hoping that I'd be able to take a drink of water. Oh, you couldn't? Okay. All right, well. I appreciate the feedback. Thank you. But my apologies anyways, okay? Because I'm from the Midwest, damn it, and I'm gonna apologize because somewhere along the lines I did something wrong and I need to be sorry for it. You know, I sit there sometimes and I feel like, you know, maybe I haven't apologized for anything in a while. Do I need to apologize for doing something? I have a coworker of mine who's a native of Brooklyn. She grew up in Brooklyn, and we were having this discussion, and she said, you know, you guys need to learn to just say no to people. And I was like, I can't say no to people. And she said, well, yeah, you can. I said, no, I'm from the Midwest. In the Midwest, you're not allowed to say no to someone. The hell? You don't want to be rude. You want to help somebody out. You have to be like, yeah, sir, I'll climb into your trunk and get kidnapped by you. No, you don't need to bind me up. yeah, I will just go along with you. That would be rude of me to struggle against you. You know? No, but I do need to work on, as a personal goal, like for 2022, for the rest of my life, is I need to get comfortable with saying no to people and then not feeling the need to explain why I'm saying no. Boundaries and saying no. Yeah. Because, like, I read a thing where if someone asks you something, like, hey, do you want to go to, like, X, and you don't want to go to X, you can just say no to them. You don't owe them any explanation. You don't have to say, oh, well, you know, it's just been a long week. You just say, no, thank you for the offer, but no. You don't have to explain. You don't have to give them your life story and stuff. And as a kid, I was always I was always taught, yeah, just say no, no thank you. Yeah. I was always taught, you know, you don't want to hurt someone's feelings, right? So if someone says, like, hey, do you want to do something? You say no, and then you give them a reason why. That way, you know, you're not hurting their feelings. And there's some people, you know, that I wish I could just hurt their feelings, you know, but I'm just, like, there's so many times in my head, you know, like, you know how you replay an argument in your head and you think, oh, like an hour later, and you're like, oh, I should have said this. This would have been the perfect comeback. To me, I have that, but it's kind of like the opposite. Oh, this person, I know this person's going to ask me something today. I'm going to say no. And you know what? You can stuff that request where the sun doesn't shine. And then, like, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to tell them no. Yeah, I'm going to tell them no. And then I get there and they're like, hey, can you help me with this? And I'm like, yeah, I'll help you. And then the entire time I'm doing it, I just resent them. Like, you piece of shit. Why did you ask me to do this? And I just get angry with them for my own inability to say no. Boy, talking about video games is fun, isn't it? Who needs therapy when you could just stream? Alright. I apologize if you've been pointing at your screen, pointing out leaf piles, or... Ah! Here we go. Alright, let's hope for a nut. Okay, well, I mean, it's money. Alright. Where is this skull supposed to go? Well, it's not supposed to go there. Because it's like, there's like two... Oh, I think I figured it out. Yeah, okay, it's supposed to match. Yeah. Well, I guess since I got done talking about that topic, does anyone else have any personal goals or anything that they're trying to work towards? It's perfectly fine for you to say no. You know, you don't have to. You don't have to engage with me, but I'm just curious. Because, you know, as a kid, you think, oh yeah, when I hit my 30s, I'm gonna have it all together. I'm gonna be a fully functioning adult. I'll know everything. Just trying to keep on top of things a bit better and also not be hard on myself when I can't. Oh my god. Oh. Preaching to the choir. Preaching to the choir. I feel like that's like a millennial thing. People born in like the like early 90s, 2000s, right in there, 80s. Let's just go ahead and just say like 80s to 2000s. I feel like everybody, we are just so goddamn hard on ourselves. Like, I see this relatable like comic or whatever. Oh, hey, look, there's a pile of bones. Thanks for pointing it out. Where people like, it'll be like, you know, there'll be two people and they'll be like, so what happens if you see somebody else trying their best and they fail? Well, I mean, they're trying their best, you know. It's perfectly fine if they can't do it, you know. They at least tried their best. They deserve the chance, you know. Will you get upset with them? Oh, no, I wouldn't get upset with somebody for trying their best, you know. Okay, what if you try your best and fail? Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I don't deserve to live. Ah, okay. You know, I mean, that's an extreme example, but yeah, right. It's just, God, I don't know what it is, but Lord Almighty, if I could figure it out, you know, if I could figure it out, I'd be able to make a lot of money, because I could just, you know, sell a book, how to cure your thoughts of self-doubt and being tough on yourself. I'm really starting to think that it's just because we were never allowed to have like recreational drugs as just like a thing, you know. Boomers, you know, you know, there was cocaine in the Coca-Cola, then you had marijuana and all that. I mean, granted, we have it now. We have medical marijuana. But we didn't have that 15 years ago, you know? Like, I guess, I mean, you can get it illegally. But it was like, you know, that was during the good old DARE days. When it's not cool to do drugs. And then you're like, you talk to your parents, or like I talk to my aunt and uncles, and they're like, oh yeah, we used to get blazed in high school. I'm like, oh, is that how you survived? Yeah, it's easier when you can just self-medicate. All right. All right, let's see here. So I'm still looking for toasted flour. Toasted nut flour, which would be buried at this point. Oh, here's a... I apologize if my ramblings are unhinged, but you know, that's just how I do, you know. I guess this all stems from, here we go, you know, like I talk with my coworkers, friends, and family, and like, you know, you hear about how like everyone is struggling, you know, around. So to me, it's just like, it's not the people, you know, it's not your average Joe Blow that's messing up, or like, we all can't be doing capitalism wrong. It's the system that's failed us. Oh, look, here we go. All right, come on, let's hope for a nut. Yay, look at that. Yeah, All right. Well, I'm trying to brighten the mood, I guess. Anybody see any fun movies lately? Forgotten. Is that an older movie? I've been telling everyone about it. Is that an older movie? Is that the movie with Julianne Moore? I watched it in disc the other day. Mind twisty. Oh. No, I think it's old. It's a Korean subtitle, a Netflix original. Ah. A thriller mystery, you say? Just Googled it. Oh, when his abducted brother returns, seemingly different man with no memory of the past 19 days. Our main character chases the truth behind the mysterious kidnapping. Yes, okay. You're thinking of The Forgotten. I do remember the one with Julianne Moore. Yeah, that one. Yeah. I saw someone's like top 10 list of like Netflix movies, and that was number 1 or 2. Oh, let me tell you, Korea, they knock their movies out of the park. Watch that and tell me what you think about it. Oh, okay. And I'll see what I can do. I've got some time off coming up. I'll take a look at it. Hello, all lemon jelly. How are you doing? Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Let's see here. Where is the... okay. Welcome. I will have to give that a try. I'm trying to think. Is that I heard that you were close to affiliate and I came. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. we're getting so close to 40. Getting so close to 40. Which is exciting because I'm gonna come back to you really, OP, but I thought like, oh, I'll get affiliate in like, what the heck is this? I'll get affiliate in like, you know, if I get affiliate in 5 years, you know, that'll be impressive. I haven't even been doing this for a year yet, and I'm almost to 40, so I was like, this is, it's happening slow but steady. A lot faster than I thought, but it's definitely been fun. Now let's suck back to my jelly dungeon. Hey, what you do in your jelly dungeon is between you and your loved ones, okay? But it does sound like fun. A jelly dungeon. Is that like a dungeon of gelatinous cubes? But anyways, what is that? What is that Korean movie? Train to Busan? Train to... I am a horrible Midwestern white man, and if there is Doofus has a jelly dungeon. He does? Yeah, I don't know what that. Train to Busan. Yeah, Busan. Train to Busan. That one is really good. That's another Korean horror flick. Is Strange Person scary? What is his name? Korean actor, directed by, no? Okay. And it's getting a second one. Train to Busan 2. It's a very good movie. It's a fun twist on like the zombie apocalypse. Oh man, got a lot of moves. Doofus has a jelly touch. No. Oh, excuse me. That's a turn-based MMO as old as WoW. What? No. How? You're gonna tell me that there's... Am I pronouncing it right? Is Dofus? Doofus? Dofus? Dofus is a tactical turn-oriented massive multiplayer online role-playing. I was today years old when I found out that this existed. I think it's a little older than WoW by a few months. Well, the art style looks really cool. Doofus Touch apps on Google Play. You can play this on your mobile phone. This art style is really, I spent over 10 years on. Doofus? Am I pronouncing that right? Is that how you pronounce that? Doofus? That's how I... Dofus? Dofus? I can't even pronounce English words. Isn't the art style wonderful? It is wonderful. Let me see here. Can I... Dofus. Dofus? Dofus. The art style is wonderful. Can I just do a screen? Yes, yes. Okay. Dofus. All right. Huh. I'll have to take a look at this. This looks really cool. Just finding out new things left and right today, you know? There's a movie coming out? Oh, there is a movie. It came out in 2015. Let's see here. Let me just totally derail thing. All right, so that was Dofus was originally released in 2004. WoW was November of 2004. Dofus was September of 2004. 2 months. It is a little over 2 months older than the World of Warcraft. There's another game that came out called Waku, and there's an anime for Waku. Oh my gosh. Wakfu? Wakfu? Oh, hey, look at that. Wakfu versus Doofus. Tons of art books. You know what? I have seen these characters before. Is this on... They're both French? Ah, of course they're French. This is exciting. Okay. Provincial. I think that's what it's called. Well, let's take a look. It's a board game, okay, made by the same company. I'm not. Made by the same company that made Wakfu. Oh, wow. So it's the same company that makes them both. Okay. Ah, come on. Board game. All right, let's see here. So there's Grossmaster Blast, KR. There's Grossmaster, Monster Slaughter, Grossmaster Collection. I'm thinking this might be it. Yeah, okay. Boy, they got a lot of games. Okay. Do I? Hold on a second. Let me. All right. Hold on a second. We're just. I've totally derailed this. We're gonna pick up Cozy Grove again soon. Dungeon spent hours. Okay. Okay, yeah, here we go. My bad. No, you're good. I was gonna switch over to Mario+Rabbids, anyways, because it's much fun as it is watching me kind of like bounce around from area to area looking for nuts. Dofies. Okay. Yeah, this art style looks super familiar, and I bet it's because I've seen the Wakfu before. Yeah. Wakfu, there's a Netflix series, right? I feel like I've seen that recently. Okay. Yes, yeah. And it's like, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let me see here. Let me boop. Hide that. Okay. Give me uno momento por favors. And I need to switch some stuff around, and then we're going to do some more Mario+Rabbids. Because I have really been enjoying it. So I'm going to make you all suffer as I play it. I'll be right back. And we're back. Alrighty. Oh, let's do some Mario+Rabbids. This has been a very fun game. I really do enjoy like XCOM like games, and this is a really good XCOM like game. Alrighty. I really hope have you seen anything or ever played any of the rabbit stuff? You have not. Okay. So I have not really played. My husband doesn't think I would enjoy it. That's fair. Second, I'm resizing some stuff. I need to change some. Okay. So I've never played any of the Rabbid stuff, but this Mario+Rabbid is really fun. Let's see. What does this do? Let's just see what that does. Increases my health. So it's a turn-based cover shooter. Let's see. We have to defeat 5 enemies. We've got this guy. We've got this guy. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Alright, let's fight. Let's start out with the deadly Luigi. Move up here. Do 20 damage to him. Snipe him. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw on his Overwatch. All right. You know what? Let's start with Mario. If I put Mario here, I think... Yeah, let's do that. All right, let's put Mario there. 50. Oopsie. Shoot him in the back. Well, I guess shoot him in the front. Oh, golden shot. Heck yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and activate his Overwatch as well. Alright. Princess Rabbid Peach. We're gonna move over here. Yeah, I'll take a shot at him. Oh, how exotic. There is an explosive barrel hidden. Okay. Oh yeah, gun him down in cold blood. Heck yeah. Oh, he's gonna pop out of there and trigger Mario. Heck yeah. Vaporized them. Vaporized. What is that? What is that? What is that the Rabbids are doing? So the story behind this game is that this scientist, who I am not sure is associated with any of the... I'm not up on my Rabbids lore, so I don't know if this scientist is associated with the Rabbids. Oh, I wonder if it's Overwatch. I don't know if she's associated with the Rabbids. Yeah, it's Overwatch. Interesting. Okay. But she invented like these goggles that combines just any two things. For example, in the opening cutscene, it was she could combine she was using to combine like light bulbs and flowers, and then you would basically make like sustainable energy, because the light bulbs would just charge with the light of the sun, and then you know it would fix energy prices. Yeah, well, it's really cool. However, I guess because the plot demands it, the Rabbids, she like there's like a kink in the goggles, and they like overheat, and because the plot demands it, the Rabbids just appear out of nowhere. And again, I'm not up on my Rabbids lore, so I don't know if someone in the Rabbid community is like screaming at their television like, "You idiot, it's because they live in universe B." But they get a hold of the goggles, and in this scientist's room is a bunch of like Mario paraphernalia, and so he's in the loading screen thing, but the goggles get fused onto this one rabbit, and then as he looks around the room, he like transforms, he like morphs the rabbids into like Mario costumes. And then, because I assume that they're doing that, the wormhole that they came in, the washing machine wormhole that they came in, takes them into the Mushroom Kingdom. And then this Rabbids now like teamed up with Bowser Jr. and is running around combining different things, and that's why there's like chaotic things happening in the background, and like that's what's happening with the Rabbids. And that's why we have a Rabbid Princess Peach, because it was a rabbit that was combined with Princess Peach, and that rabbit is carrying this game because she's just too freaking funny. It's gotten bigger. There must be a way to stop it. Oh, here we go. And then we keep getting like mysterious help. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. To find Spawny, you must defeat the Rabbids who plague you at every step. However, each victory frees them from the mega bug up high. Pay close attention. When you defeat an enemy, you'll see that the mega bug regains some of its strength it lost when it merged with your foe. Hint: the ghost-like apparitions that rise in the sky after you clobber someone senseless are a clue. Okay. Ah, I see. Defeating the rabbits frees them from the Mega Vine's influence and makes the Mega Bug stronger. Oh, that's very clever. Oh, dear. That's not good, is it? Our only hope is to find Spawny and stop him from creating any more abominations, and only adds sustain to the storm above. Only add substance to the storm above. As you would say, let's go! First, find Toad, then Spawny. Yeah, so the guy that's running around with the goggles. So that's how they make this kid friendly. You're not really killing the Rabbids. You're just freeing them from their from the influence of this device, which is then making the device stronger. But you're not killing them. This is a game rated E for everyone. Okay. Okay. And then we reactivate that. Okay. And there's cute little like overworld puzzles that you get to go to. Definitely the Rabbids are a bright spot in this game. I think there's a lot of humor that they use. A lot of the humor is up my alley. It's very childish. But I find it fairly entertaining. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. Yeah. Some of the puzzles are very difficult. And then some of the puzzles are just super simple. Like that puzzle you just saw there. That was the hardest puzzle I've ever faced. No. Let's see here. Okay, I imagine, so that's the correct way to go. Oh. Okay. 1. Oh, shoot. 2. Seven. Oh, there it is. Run. 8. Yabba-dap. You know how it is, you know. Sometimes you yabba-dap when you shouldn't. Alright, we got unlocked a new weapon. What's the new weapon? Bill. Oh, okay, it's a bullet bill. Industrial rag. But it's really cool to see them use a lot of like the Mario enemies into this. I don't know how much of this. I imagine all of the stuff in here that I don't understand comes from the Rabbids, because I've never, like, some of the stuff that pops up, I'm like, I guess this is a Rabbids thing. But I think that this is, I mean, it's a fairly good game. They are releasing a sequel to it this year, so I'm excited to see that. Okay, so let's see here. Let's send you this way. Let's send you that way. That way. That way. That way. And homeward. As I think about this, I need to update the stream. This reminds me of Twilight Princess Ice Dungeon puzzles. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. There's a lot of, yeah, push this against this, and then, yeah. Man, Twilight Princess. Oh, what's the humorous thing? Oh my god, tis, underwear everywhere. This is a majestic landscape. Now look at the frat house thanks to those rabbits. Oh, hey, look at that. I miss Twilight Princess. That was my first Zelda game. My first Legend of Zelda game. Twilight Princess. I mean, granted, I had played Pineapple Underwear even. I see you, Mario. I see you. Oh, wow. Yeah. The marble just rolled past, smashed the Xbox that way. You must really be good at marbles. You must give me warning next time. Maybe yell 4 or something. Oh, wow. Yeah, like, so I knew about, like, other Zelda games. But, like, I never really owned Any kind of console gaming? Okay. Nope, oh, come on. I never really owned any consoles, any current gen consoles until like the Wii. I would get like old hand-me-down consoles from my from my uncle. Nice. Like I would get he would upgrade PlayStations. So I would get like PlayStation 1 when he got PlayStation 2, 2 when he got 3. And then by the time like 3 had come out, I was in high school working jobs. And I got an Xbox 360 because all my friends in high school were playing 360. And so I never got a chance to really play any of the Legend of Zelda games until we got a Wii. And then from there, eventually I got Twilight Princess. Also played the absolute crap out of Resident Evil 4 for the Wii. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, that poor Bullet Bill. He's stuck in underwear. Poor fellow. Once he soared freely overhead, spreading fear throughout the Mushroom Kingdom. Just look at it now. Tangled and gaudy rabbit undergarments. Oh, what cruel fate. LOL. We must restore the Mushroom Kingdom into its original state. Frieza Bonsai Bill's freedom and dignity depends on it. Alright, reach area. So we do not have to kill any of the enemies. Our goal is just to get one person to that marker. So let's take a look what we got here. What about my dignity when Mr. Bill killed me repeatedly? Yeah, hey. I think Mr. Bill deserves to be in this little prison. Okay. Alright, so let's take a look here. Take a look. What's in a book? Mr. Bill's in a pair of underwear. So we have 2 enemies. This guy, I assume, has... Alright, so he has Chase. So that means if I damage him, he's going to come running after me. So what I'm going to do... we need to just move our maximum movement. Seems to me he deserves this predicament indeed. Hell yeah. Lock that guy up and throw away his key. That's what I say. Sorry if the chat text is illegible popping up on the screen. I realize that it's a bright background and it's a white text. Okay. So if we hug this wall here, get around this side, hug this wall, take the chute, go up this. Now, it would be faster if we could get 2 people through here and then jump the gap and get there. But we'll see what we get there. We might have to do we might have to go this way, because the one time we did one of these, they spawned a bunch of giant Rabbids in front of the goal and we had to deal with them. So we're going to deal with this. Alright, let's take a look at our battle HQ. Let's take a look at Bullet Bill. So I have honey damage on him. 30% chance on this. My god, there's so many. There's so many weapons in this game. Alright, that is a really cool gun though. Against supporters. Ooh. Vamp damage. Don't be a sucker. Sweet victory. Oh. Oh, but stone is so good, but the vamp damage. 85. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Let's get this. Let's get this and equip it. Yeah. Luigi. I think I'm actually, well, he did against mid. Okay. Oh my gosh. No wonder she wasn't doing as much damage as, oh my goodness. That's right, I switched it over last night. Oh, it's so good. I looked at this. That would have been embarrassing. I like the honey because I do like the ability to stop people, but this does do more to support. Okay. All right. And since this is a movement, oh well, Luigi does give us an additional movement point. I feel like Rabbid Luigi may be a better option for us because Luigi's good if we're trying to do an eliminate or like a sustained fight. His sniping ability is good, but I feel like Rabbid Luigi is good. Get in, debuff enemies, and beat the crap out of them. So I think we're gonna sub out Luigi for his Rabbid counterpart, and we're gonna fight. All right, let's do this. Yeet me on over here. Now let's put him in the ground. Okay. Let me oh, no. Let me check here. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's send her ahead. Okay. Let's end our turn here. So he can only move forward 4 squares, but then he can't do anything once he do that. Okay. Once he do that, you know? Oh, baloney. Oh, baloney. Okay. Okay, so they have pretty much the exact same movement. Alright, I'm gonna move Luigi here. I keep telling myself the goal is not to kill. But to move. You know what? Let's see here. If I activate this. Oh, nice. Crit. Mario's gonna fire. She's gonna fire. Oh yeah, that vamp damage is nice. And now Mario can put him in the ground. There we go. Okay. Okay, we've got Cacti Boy here. What's Cacti Boy gonna do? Okay. There we go.
Here we go.
Let's get Princess Peach ahead there. Okay. And once again, our goal is we do not have to fight these guys. We just have to cross the finish line. Okay. Oh yeah. Let's move her behind the pipe there. Into cover. Let's move Mario. And then let's yeet. Rabbid Luigi up there. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, let's pass the turn. Alright. Now. Okay, interesting. Not the. Okay. Not the enemies I expected. Oh, okay, that's their angle. Overwatch. Okay. But luckily for me, I have a counter to Overwatch, and that is this attack. Go. Okay. Okay. So let's see here. So my goal. So let's move. So I'm going to move. I should move Rabbid Luigi first. Bounce him up. Get him up like over here somewhere. Then I'm going to move Rabbid Peach here, get a shot on him. Then I'm going to move Mario to here, bounce off of Rabbid Peach, bounce off of this doofus, put him there or across there. All right, so you know what? Let's just bounce. Let's bounce him over here. Okay, Rabbid Peach. We're gonna move you there. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, yeah. This'll work. Dang, okay. Yeah, let's see if we do this. Oh, no, no vampire. That's okay. Alright. And here they come. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, we should be able to pop out this turn. Okay. Rabbid Luigi, I'm gonna move you over here. That way we can get a heal off here. Okay. And then we're gonna move Rabbid Peach there. Mario to Rabbid Peach to Rabbid Peach to the goal. Did it. Oh, with one turn to spare. Okay, nice. Oh, wow. That was the, I guess the end of the... Interesting. There was just one combat? 915? Okay. Interesting. I got 900 gold. What in the wide world of sports is this? Oh, I thought that was some kind of weird boss enemy thing right there. Kind of hovering there menacingly. I was like, oh man, is that some kind of like boss? Nah, that's just a freaking goalpost to tell me it's the third act of the world. Okay. Oh, I done goofed. Oh, and with a mess up, and with one mess up, I still got it. What do we get? A brute. The boot? You bring out the brute. Okay. The weapon designs, I think, are really cool. Although it does seem a little lame that both Mario and Rabbid Peach have the same weapon. Wow. So that's the rabbit that we're trying to get. The rabbit that's with Bowser Jr. That's the guy that's causing all the issues. And if we can get that mask off of him, we can undo the damage. Bowser Jr. I see you escaped Scrawny's offspring back at the tower. Well, don't waste time patting yourselves on the back. With Spawny on my side, you'll all be the ones fading into oblivion soon enough. Then nothing and no one will be the boss of me. Hear me? No one. Pop? Pop, pop. I'm kind of in the middle of... No, I'm not throwing a party. I'm finishing with the homework. Well, most of it. Yes, I took out the garbage. Okay, Papa. Come on, Spawny. We're not done yet. We still gotta defeat Mario and his dumb friends. Papa will be so proud. Poor kiddo. Alright. Guardians of the Oasis. So we've got to get interesting. Okay. What does this do? Traps me over here, makes me look like a fool. Makes me look like a dang fool. That's what it does. It's so weird that Okay. Okay. So I mean, some of the puzzles do tend to you gotta use a little bit of brain power to figure them out, but then other puzzles. Okay. Yeah, so this is also really silly. I can't figure out how to pull the bricks. I can push them out. Interesting. So it looks like there's got to be some way to get over there. Okay. Alright, what time are we at? We're at 12 o'clock. Alright, let's take a look at what this bot. Let's take a look at this fight. Oh. Utter chaos. Ah. Supporter. Heals. Heals who heal. Okay. And what's rule one of this? Always go for the support first. I like some data on the supporters. Well, they're not great fighters or expert healers. Moreover, even their weapons don't deal much damage. Or opponent triggers super effects. Beware. Okay, so the fastest I can... Oh my gosh, 165 health? Wow, everybody here does a lot of health. Okay. So let's see here. I need to get to this backlight pipe, and I need to get to taking out this support as fast as possible. So it showed him rezzing like a downed rabbit. I think if we take them out, they're gone for good. So if we plan this out correctly, we might be able to take out 2 enemies before he has a chance to act. So if I'm able to send Mario to there, jump 7 cells, 4, 5, 6, 7, so that puts him right on to him, and then I can bounce him here. No, I wouldn't want to. Well, wait.
Bounce. Off to bed. All right. I really hope thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. If I send Mario here. Okay. Okay. Let's try it. Pardon me. Move. Enjoy your Rabbids. Thank you. I will do my best. So it does not do not jump as far as I would like to. You know what? Let's restart battle. I think for this one, I am going to have to bring Sniper Luigi to get one more movement. Oh wow, yeah, and I've got a bunch of points here that I have yet to freaking use. Stomp move. Oh, increases dash damage. Increases stomp damage. Oh, that's huge. Go to 70 damage. Oh, that's huge. It's another shot attempt to Mario's hero sight. Ooh. I will be right back. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to actually do an emergency call it for tonight. So we will pick up here next time. I will be taking a week off of streaming next week, and I'll be back probably full swing the week after. I may try to sneak in a stream tomorrow night and the night after, because I'm off next week, so we will see about that. But thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I do appreciate the new follows. That's amazing. I hope everyone has a great rest of your week, and I will see you again soon. Oh, just in time for nothing. Oh, I'm sorry, Nighthawk. But thank you so much for tuning in. Both of the puppies are crying, so I have to do an emergency stop. Yeah. But I was just saying I may be back on tomorrow night and the night after. for streams, and then I will be not streaming next week, but I'll be back the week after in full swing. So take care, and I hope to see you all soon.